Okay, I'm all set now. Sir, could you state your name, please?
William Bonnie,
Do you have a middle name?
Thomas.
Thank you, sir. And so you're here under the authority of a warrant that is filed out of Reno Township Justice Court out of Nevada. That is for two violations. Number one is an abuse charge for to or towards an elderly adult or vulnerable person. And the second charge is domestic battery, where the victim is alleged to be elder or a vulnerable adult. So that is not our charges. We have no local charges against you. That is just the fugitive warrant for your arrest. What I'd like to do is make you aware of your fugitive rights, okay? You have been arrested as a result of an outstanding warrant for your arrest issued by the county of Washoe in the state of Nevada for the criminal offenses that I previously mentioned. The above state has asked that you be returned to that state to answer for the criminal charges which are pending. You have the following rights. Number one, you have the right to be represented by an attorney of your own choosing at your own expense. Since the issue is of extradition, it is a civil matter and has no bearing as to your guilt or innocence on the criminal charge. This court cannot, by law, appoint an attorney to represent you. Number two, you have the right, before you are returned to the above state, to require the governor of this state to issue a warrant of extradition, which will result in you being returned to the state where the criminal charges are pending pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 3847 and 3848. You will be turned over to the state for extradition if the governor issues this warrant. If you cannot post bail in the amount set by this court and the warrant has not been served upon you within 90 days from today's date, you will receive a copy of the fugitive complaint. If you wish to present evidence that you are not a fugitive from justice, the judge of that court will set the matter for a hearing. Number three, you have the right to bail during these proceedings while awaiting the issuance of the governor's warrant of extradition, unless the offense that you are charged with is a capital offense where the proof is evident or the presumption great. Once the governor's warrant is issued, you lose the right to bail. If you are not in custody when the governor's warrant is issued, then you will be rearrested and taken before a judge of the Superior Court. If you cannot pay the bail amount that is set, then you remain in custody until the governor's warrant is issued, which could take 3 months to occur. Number four, you have the right to test the legality of the incarceration in this state by filing a writ of habeas corpus in the Superior Court of Arizona. Again, you may hire a lawyer at your expense to assist you in the filing the writ, but this court cannot, by law, appoint an attorney for you. Should you choose to, you may bypass this formal extradition process by signing a waiver of extradition. The waiver only means that you do not wish to fight your return to the state. It has nothing to do with your guilt or innocence as to the criminal charges. If you do not sign the waiver, then you are giving up, if you do not sign the waiver, then you are giving up the rights that have been explained to you. You will still receive a copy of the fugitive complaints, though once it is filed, after you sign this waiver, the above state will be notified to come and return you to their state. This will occur within a reasonable period of time when you sign the waiver, and you will be held in custody without bond until your return to the other state. If the authorities from the above state do not come and get you within a reasonable period of time, then you may file a superior court a petition of writ of habeas corpus to seek your release. If you have local charges pending presently, then you will not be returned to the other state if you sign the waiver until the local charges are disposed of. Again, there are no local charges. Do you have any questions about those rights I've just explained to you, sir?
Yeah, well, I wish to file a writ of habeas corpus. I just need access to the law library, paper, somehow to file the writ.
Okay, all right, so mainly you're not wishing to sign the waivers, correct? You're going to want the governor of this state to have to go through the process, correct? Is that what you're saying?
I believe so. It's just, you're saying if I don't sign a waiver that I won't have a bail?
You will have a bail that will be set by the other court, and that'll be set on Monday, the 13th of April, so 7 days from today's date. You'll see the Superior Court. They'll have this, and they'll kind of go through these instructions again. They'll post a bail while they wait for the governor's signature regarding that.
So they told me yesterday that I had a bail. I don't.
So the bail is for the original charges from that state, okay? So that's what that bail is for. That's a $30,000 bail, okay? The bail for your extradition is not established yet. Okay, so that will be once you're seen in the Superior Court, it very well might be likely that it's the same bail amount that they want, that they have in place for the original charges, okay? But that is not the fugitive bail.
So can I bail out right now?
You cannot bail out right now. That will be set by the Superior Court in 7 days.
Okay, well, I wish to contest because the charges are felonious and I have no, I wasn't even aware of this stuff.
Yeah, all right, so let me just make sure you're understanding. So what we're talking about has nothing to do with the offenses that Nevada is alleging against you. This is only the extradition process to whether we notify them to go ahead and come and get you right now with you signing the waiver, or nope, don't come now. He's going to exercise his rights. You might file the writ of habeas corpus, so that's going to force the governor to do an extradition warrant for that process. So that's kind of the two decisions. It has nothing to do with the offenses in Nevada.
Right. So if I sign a waiver, I'm giving up the right to challenge the extradition.
Correct. Correct.
So I don't wish to sign a waiver.
Okay, sir. No problem at all. So your hearing date is set for, like I said, the 13th in the Superior Court, and they'll talk to you about the next process regarding that and set the bail.
Okay. So at this point, I can't bail out.
Correct. Correct.
If I was to sign a waiver, I could bail out?
Well, no, because then they'll be notified to come and get you. So your bail will be set pending the governors of the governor to sign and get the governor's warrant for you. That's when it'll be set.
So in order for them to extradite me, they would have to show the governor some type of evidence or some kind of complaining party. Otherwise, the governor ain't gonna. I mean, it isn't easy to extradite someone for no reason, right?
I can't speak to that, sir. I don't know that's a kind of a relative term, easy or hard. You know, that's what's easy to you might be hard to somebody else. So I can't really answer that. So the governor will have to just go through the governor's warrant process if you don't sign the waivers, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And they'll make a determination, and then you'll have the ability to get go to the law library that if you're able to do that, or contact an attorney to figure out how get that writ of habeas corpus if you choose to.
Yes, I wish to file a writ of habeas corpus. Also, I am in severe medical need of attention.
Okay.
Yesterday, I didn't realize that they were going to put me in jail. I figured I could just they were just going to take me to the hospital. But if I'm gonna be sitting here, I have severe injuries that I need medical attention.
Okay, yeah, so the detention staff will be able to address those things now that they know what you're doing as far as you exercising your rights. So now that you'll be in custody for a while, they'll be able to address those things with you.
Right, and I have access to file motions and to file petitions and grievance or medical request forms. I have access to the law library or some.
I have no idea if you have that. They can provide you a phone call.
With phone calls?
I don't know if it's plural, sir, but you do have the right to a phone call. So really, they'll try to work with you the best they can, but it also is depending on what they have to do. Any other questions in that, sir?
I just don't have access to the phone.
Yeah, now that they know, now that you've seen the judge, they know what is happening, they'll be able to provide you a phone call.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
No, I guess not at this time.
Okay,
Like, court date next week, you're saying?
correct. I'll give you a copy of that information, but you're scheduled in the Superior Court on the 13th of April at 4:00 p.m.
All right.
And then they'll set the bail and explain further steps for you.
Okay.
All right, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You betcha.